Is talking about false allegations levied toward Daniel Green. Now, I don't know who Daniel Green is. I have no idea. I know that I like Nux. From time to time, I think he's quite entertaining. I know that he in and of himself has had his own dramas here and there, but for the most part, I do like his perspective. So I saw this. I was like, well, let's talk about some drama. Maybe I'll get some backward or some pretext into it. We will see.
And you know what? You know what? I want to show you something, because this is what they called Lord Nuxenor was right all along. So this lady made accusations against someone named Daniel Green, calling him a sexual assaulter and stuff. Well, she just made an apology.
Well, here's the thing too. I hate these people. I hate people who make accusations that aren't actually true. It's that idea where with the I think it was the Me Too movement where it was like believe all women, which to a degree I can understand the idea of like a lot of sexual abuse is goes unreported, and I think that it needs to be more reliance on you should listen to the stories, you should understand them, but then you have people that go out here and just try to defame and ruin somebody's entire life because they had a bad conversation one time. Get out of here. I think there does need to be a more balance in the system. I don't know how that is. Some people are like, oh well, they should spend just as much time in jail as the person that they're accusing, and yes, I can understand where that sentiment comes from, but I just think that that is a bad rabbit hole to more abuse situations going unreported, because if the dude is like, or female, whoever's doing the abuse is good enough at hiding their tracks, then you have somebody going to jail for not doing it. The same problem then is occurring on the other side. It's an overcorrection. So what is the right course? I don't know. Don't make false accusations if you're just because you're fucking upset. Don't be a cum goblin.
Because turns out she's a fucking liar. Lying bitch. Yeah. False allegations. Everyone on the internet was really quick to jump on Daniel Green for this shit, except for me. The guy that said we should wait. So vindicated. Holy moly, was I vindicated. Oh my god, was I vindicated.
I feel like I actually got some drama recently. Not really drama. I just got pushback from the Destiny fandom about like how I covered the Willie Mack show video on Destiny and his Gunnar ways. The big thing about Destiny is one, the releasing or like sending around footage without consent is bad. Obviously bad. But another thing that I thought was funny is like, well, you got to wait until the court and stuff comes out, and it's like, yes and no, because I'm more like one of the big points for me was always the hypocrisy, how he went to every single fucking like Andrew Tate clone podcast to argue how much he cares more about women when he was doing stuff that was just as degenerate as you could possibly imagine, you know? Well, I mean, not as you could possibly imagine, because there are people out there that are actual scumbags and do horrible, atrocious things to people, but he was doing like not really chill, not really progressive type crap while spouting progressivism, and it's like, dude, you're a hypocrite. That is the point. That is something that is like that why he is cooked on the stage of having political commentary, because a lot of his positions he just fucking lied about now, because yeah, those might have been his positions, but now people can utilize the fact that yeah, that might be your position, but that you don't follow that. Your actions are not what you preach. I think that is a big correlation that a lot of people don't make on the fact that it's like you can criticize somebody for a complete different reason than the actual situation in and of itself.
There was a clip of her going around where she talks about how if you consent to someone and then later change your mind, if you consent to sleep with someone and then later change your mind, retroactively it becomes assault.
That is not how things work. If you consent in the situation and you're like, oh, dude, I'm going to have sex with this person. This is great. They want to have sex with me. I want to have sex with them. And then you have sex with them and it's just kind of mid-sex. They don't know how to lay pipe. They're more laying fucking toothpicks. They're laying toothpicks, not pipe. And you get out of it and you're like, I didn't like that. It was kind of cringe. You know, I'm taking my consent back. The consent card no longer matters. That's not how things work. I'm sorry. When you both consent, and then you have sex. It's over. Yeah, it doesn't matter how bad you felt about it the next day, whatever. You've already made the choice to be there. So why the fuck does like you can't? It's no takes backsies, no Uno reverse on this motherfucker.
Which is like massively retarded. Anyway, she makes like this whole apology video.
This time I have tried recording an apology video, and there is no way to get it right.
Right.
I am so sorry to every survivor that I have hurt in doing this.
At least she knows she
that was not
her
my intent.
cause.
And it
Yeah, and again, that's something that I'm sure that she got a lot of pushback from, because there's people that actually survive horrific acts, and then she's like, well, I just kind of felt bad about having sex with this guy, so I decided to conflate it to the same thing you went through, which is so disgusting on another level. Quit being such a fucking cum falcon demon monster over here on your AIDS dragon, when everyone else who actually went through this is probably still suffering from PTSD, and you're over here like, I want to be a part of that too, so I can feel special in my fucking weird fur rainbow coat. Have you seen my tie-dye fur coat? That means that I can be a part of this club. Nobody wants to be in that club. No one wants to willfully be in that part of that mindset of going through that. You are just a bad person.
It breaks my heart how many people I have hurt. I have been reading your comments, and I am devastated.
Right.
She feels so bad about making these accusations, just like she felt bad about having that sexual encounter. She wants to Uno reverse all of her statements. That's what she's wanting to do.
Have done.
Oh, this is so sad.
This is not normal behavior. This is not okay.
True.
And I am checking myself.
Yeah, leave the internet.
Part 2
forever.
was taken down by YouTube. It got flagged for sexual content.
Yeah, that's
I'm not the one who took it down.
In case you're curious,
trying to hide things. I'm not trying to pretend it didn't happen.
My mouse.
And I already know that a bunch of you
case
have
you're curious,
downloaded it. So I'm
in
not.
case you're curious, the video that got taken down for sexual content is when she described how she had sex with the guy, where basically her first video made an accusation that she was raped, basically, or sexually assaulted, whatever. Her second follow-up video was describing the sexual assault, and the description of the sexual assault was basically, so I invited him to my house, and I slept with him, and I was sleeping naked, and he was sleeping naked, and I wanted to have sex with him in the past, and then, like, I told him not without lube, and he nutted. Not inside.
What? What? That was the story? Here's the thing, too. I hate that YouTube took that down. I don't like that YouTube took that down. It's like one of those things that it's like, I don't know if YouTube actually took it down. She might be just saying YouTube took it down. She deleted it, and she's trying to cover her tracks. But even if YouTube took that down for, like I don't know, like, to sexualize the content or something, I think that's bad. I think that by taking that down, whether you agree or disagree with the thing, it's still better to have it out there to be seen, to see the actual context of a situation. It's not like she was performing a crime on camera. I mean, why would they take it down for her explaining what she went through? I think she took it down. I'm not gonna slander and say that I 100% think she did. She took it down, but there's a strong hunch. I'm having an inclination in my left nutsack that she took this down to try to cover her bases because she looked like such a gooning douchebag. But let's say YouTube took it down. I think that right there infringes on free speech, and there's probably people out there who have explained a horrific thing that they've actually gone through, and then YouTube had the audacity to take it down. That to me is disgusting. That is disgusting behavior. Because there might be somebody who just is trying to find any platform to talk about the situation they gone through, and then YouTube just takes it down. I mean, that should be a conversation, and that's the problem with being like overly censor, or way too censor, having way too much censorship on a platform, is when you are actively, your bots are actively taking down stories that need to be heard.
And he didn't have sex with her at all. And then she slept in the same bed with him the next day. Again, naked. And then the third day in a row. And she's calling this rape or sexual assault?
I'm not trying to hide. I am so sorry to every survivor that I have.
Anyway, she repeats that 14 times and then ends with like a nice wholesome moment.
I don't like this behavior, and
She's talking about her own behavior.
I'm gonna make it stop. Okay. And I am so sorry for all of the hurt that I have caused. I thought I was doing the right thing. Clearly, I was wrong.
Yeah, but like, in what world does that make any sense? In what world do you hear? Yeah, it's like you can actively go out and like you've probably seen a movie or heard a speech of somebody who actually went through this, and you're like, you know, I had this guy nut next to me, and that's sounds a lot like I can't even think of a movie, but that sounds a lot like what the actual act sounds like, sort of. And I think I can get sympathy online, and we should run with this. This is a great idea. She honestly thought she was gonna get love, praise. This other guy was gonna get buried. His whole career was gonna be over. She thought she was gonna come out like a shining light to the masses. She was going to come out like a fucking lighthouse and just bring all the ships in to then cause a unanimous military action against this man. But instead, what happened is she got the backlash for having a story that was nonsensically and fucking retarded, and now she's sitting here all teary-eyed in her fur fucking tie-dye coat, trying to feel bad for herself and be like, but I'm taking accountability. Bitch, no you're not. No you're not. You're just you're trying to save your career when you're trying to ruin somebody else's career over random bullshit.
And I am deeply ashamed of how I have been behaving.
And that's the end of the video. I just wanted to say, every single YouTuber that jumped on this story and immediately cut off ties with Daniel Green and all that shit, take this as a lesson. I've made mistakes in the past. Take this as a lesson. Don't believe literally everything you see. This is the worst apology video probably on all of YouTube. Bro, she didn't even need a ukulele to make this the worst apology video on YouTube. Ruin a man's life for no reason.
Well, and this is just malicious. I hate when people do like malicious shit like this and try to ruin somebody's career. Just like, here's the thing I've said a million times when I'm like reacting to shit like this is I'm just here for the chaos. I'm just here to enjoy my little part of the internet drama world. It's fun to do. It's fun to react to this stuff. But I don't think anybody should be looking to my videos for the ultimate takedown of somebody. I'm here to enjoy the takedowns. I'm here to enjoy the chaos, but I'm not here to be a cause moving the cog to the end of somebody's career. Now, I might give you my opinions on it and my thoughts and how I feel personally about the situation, but that doesn't mean I'm like, and even when I've said you should delete your channel, it's usually in a joking matter, like with Ben Shapiro's Batman review. There is no time where I'm actually the person that is over here saying we should take their entire channel down. We need to end them now or whatever. I'm not that guy, pal. I'm not that guy. I'm just here for the fun and the hoo-hoo laughs of all the situation. I want to slip in as many fucking weird jokes as I can. I want to just keep slipping in the jokes back and forth until I explode. You know, that's what I'm here for.
Who's Daniel Green? Book YouTuber guy. But anyway, like, dude, insane.
Bro, he was a book YouTuber and she was trying to throw the book at him. It's a dad joke. It's a dad joke.
Right, so here's man carrying thing. He's a YouTuber with 500,000 subs. He made a post talking about how, like, he's disgusted by Daniel Green and stuff.
Hurry, I'll read the actual thing. Absolutely disgusted by your actions. I'm deeply sorry for Daniel for initially believing you. Can't fathom the damage you've done to the SA victims who struggle to speak out. I stated this already in your now removed video, but I was hasty in my judgment, and this is definitely a learning lesson. That's my mistake to own. Again, I am sorry to Daniel, and I hope that you do way more than this to atone for your actions. Seek help. I mean, here's the thing. You should never be the first person to rush out and talk about this type of stuff. Like, if you see it, like, this is why I do the more reaction to drama and not uncovering the drama myself, is because I don't want to be the guy that gets something wrong. I don't want to be the one video that people go to watch the ultimate takedown of somebody, because I don't want to be, because in order to do that, you have to be kind of seeing the popularity of somebody, seeing the ripples being formed, and then you jump on it to watch those ripples spike in your favor, so then you can get the monetization, you can get the clicks and the views and all of the shit to be the first on the drama. And I don't want to be that guy. I don't want to be held accountable for it. I will react to the drama. I will commentate my opinions, but you will never catch me being the guy that breaks the drama to the whole masses. I don't want to be that. I don't. I just want to have fun.
When the allegations came out, in my opinion, he jumped the gun a little bit. Absolutely disgusted by your actions. I'm deeply sorry to Daniel for initially believing you. Can't fathom the damage you've done to SA victims who struggled to speak out. I stated this already in the now removed video, but I was hasty in my judgment. And this is a learning lesson. That's my mistake to own. Again, I'm so sorry to Daniel and hope you do way more than this to atone for your actions. Seek help. So yeah, anyway, he, like, people believe this shit when people make false allegations. False allegations hurt everyone. They hurt actual victims. They hurt people that are being alleged to falsely. And this is fucking awful. I think she should...
These are all facts. These are all facts. This is exactly what I already said. This is disgustingly dangerous to actual people who've gone through this. This is just, it's a fucking narcissism. This is disgusting narcissism on display. Come on now.
Leave the internet forever, to be honest. Like, actually leave the internet forever.
I mean, here's the thing, though. I don't think she needs to leave the internet forever and, like, be gone forever. But I do think that there is enough here, enough stupidity that has gone on to officially have cooked her career in some big aspect. I mean, you can't go through a drama like this. I was watching a different streamer and changed it to you, and Aiden started to cry. Well, that happens. That happens. That's my sister. But here's the thing, dude. You can go through, like, if you're gonna go out here and make false accusations and then be a demon, people are gonna find out about it, right? And then they're gonna cook you on that cross, bro. You're not gonna do the resurrection. You're not gonna have a religion made about you. You're just gonna cook on that fucking cross because you deserve it. And now your channel is just a sad buildup of what it used to be. And that's how the internet heals itself. It's not by censoring these people or them deleting their channel, because then they disappear in obscurity. The best thing for it is their obscurity to just happen naturally and not be a talking point, because then they can be made fun of continuously forever, and that's funny.
And there's no way to make up for this. People in my chat saying she needs to, like, atone.
I do love the fact that she's getting, like, continual updates. She's getting, like, love from her, from probably of the 150 people that believe her fucking crocodile tears. Well, yeah, he slept next to me and he came one time in his pants. So therefore, and then I slept with him again naked for the next week. And yeah. Yeah, I was basically SA'd. It's the same thing. But I feel bad for making that jump to conclusions. And then somebody's like, I believe you. I believe you on everything you're saying. These people are just as dumb as she is.
There's no atoning. There's nothing she could do to make up for the damage she's done. The damage she's done to this guy, and the damage that she's done to every sexual assault victim. Like, actual, unforgivable, irreparable damage. And that's it.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing her career can do. I mean, she's just going to keep floundering, and eventually, here's what's going to happen. And this is why I say that she shouldn't delete her channel. It's all for selfish reasons. If this chick, Naomi King, decides to just keep pumping out videos, eventually she's going to get so fed up with the thing that she's going to get really angry because she's narcissistic. Because everybody who creates stuff online has a pinch of narcissism. We were hit with the narcissism fairy dust and decided to put our face on screen so that we could get fucking likes and dislikes and comments and all the stuff so that we can feel a little bit better about each other, get that little dopamine hit. And she's gonna get mad because she's not getting the same dopamine hit, and she's gonna go fucking wild on a beat one day, and it's gonna be absolutely hilarious, and everyone will be able to enjoy the downfall, and she will become a clown in my little circus. That is why I don't want these people to just be gone off the internet, because I want them to perform for my enjoyment, because they're little goofy doofus retards, and I love it. Well, Nux's avatar is going absolutely Spurg mode over here. What do we got? What do you got going on here? Are you having like a seizure behind your VTuber avatar, Nux? You need to get that figured out, buddy.
Anyway, I mentioned this on stream. I'm not like making a video about it because this is pretty open and shut. But I was right. Right again. Well, look at that. That's crazy. All right. Anyway.
Bro, I like that he pulled out his cryo Trump voice just to do it at the end there. Now, if you don't know about Nux has been covering a lot of, like, Trump-related stuff lately, and he's been talking about, like, how every 4 years we're going to unfreeze Donald Trump and bring him back as president, and then he does that voice, and I don't know, it's funny. I actually, out of a lot of these people that I react to, I think the person that I watch them or listen to the most in my off time is Nux, because I find him entertaining, which is weird because when he was on Some Ordinary Podcast, I found him to be the most annoying member of that trio, and now I think my least favorite is Mutahar, because Mutahar just bores the living shit out of me. Not that Mutahar isn't a good YouTuber, isn't a good person or whatever, I just don't enjoy his content like I used to. I feel like it's just kind of, I don't know, a lame version of the content. I feel Nux brings more energy to the table. I mean, obviously the best out of all of them, it will always be Oompaville, because Oompaville's fire. But yeah, I actually enjoy Nux's content a lot. And it's not just because he covers Trump. I also like watching his lore breakdowns and when he reacts to lore and stuff. And I've utilized some of his ways that he's gotten, some of his thumbnail designs have inspired my thumbnail designs. Now, I don't just rip them off. I do my own twist on them. But I look to him and sometimes to Asmongold and some of these other people that are in the same niche in terms of reaction commentary YouTube, and I utilize it. But that's all I had for that one. I think it's gross that she does that. I think she's a disgusting, foul, goblin piece of human garbage, and she's going to have another meltdown eventually, and it won't be as big, but it'll be covered by like lolcow YouTubers, and that's how you know that it's a better for them not to delete their channel, because you eventually get to make fun of them again.